Oh, he's getting it now.
Hey everyone, welcome to Metal Customs. Today we're out here in the paint booth. We got the 2001 Mustang that we fixing to lay some orange on. There's two previous episodes on this if y'all would like to check it out. First episode we done an engine swap and cleaned and painted everything under the hood black. That turned out really well. The little motor's running great. I've run it through its cycle. Fan kicks on. Temperature does fine. Great oil pressure. So, keep your fingers crossed. So far, so good on that. Then I had a part 2 where we done the body work, which was minimal body work on this except for the roof. I think we counted 33 hail dents. Yeah, that was a pleasure to fix, but we got it. So, we got that done. We got sealer on it, got primer on it. Got her all block sanded, and the body and some miscellaneous parts are in here at this time. They've been washed, and the way we're going to do this is like a two-step thing. I want to do the body and what parts I have in here. I don't want to crowd the paint booth. That's going to be a lot of overspray and things like that, and we want a nice paint job. So we'll do this, then we'll bring in the fenders, the bumpers, the trunk, and the hood, and a couple other little miscellaneous and get them. But at this point, what we're fixing to do is get everything taped up. Now on this taping, we have to go on the inside as well and get all of that taped up, because I got to go in here and trim out everything with the orange. Don't want no white being seen once the interior and everything in the whole car is put back together. Want to make this thing look like it came from the factory orange. That's the way to do it. But we're going to get her all taped up. Then we'll wipe her down 2 times with the Windex. Hit her with a tack rag. And then we'll get our orange paint going. I think this is going to be a lot of fun. And the car's going to turn out really cool. So, hang in there with us. And we'll orange this bad boy. Alright guys. Got her all taped up. Yeah, you like my plastic bags over the chrome tips? Yeah, we was running out of tape. But everything's taped up. Got my cool wheel covers in place. Yeah, I think this thing's ready to go. Yeah, I use whatever to cover whatever. Hey, it works. Everything has been wiped down. Of course, we taped up first. Then we'll give her a good wipe down. And I just got through with the tack rag. So, let's head off to our little front area there and go ahead and get our paint mixed. And yeah, man, we're fixing to shoot some orange. Alright guys, I've already put this in the paint shaker. And I shook the crap out of it. If it ain't mixed, then it mixed a good chance of being mixed. I want to say, this new product, new company, wow. That's orange. Hey Quentin, you want to look at this paint? That's an orange. Alright, this mix is 1-to-1. I'm going to use the reducer that came with it. HQR 75 medium universal urethane reducer.
Oh my.
Yeah, I'm videoing, so.
That is orange.
That is orange.
I don't think it gets any more orangey.
No, I like that.
That is hot.
Yeah, that is yeah, it's almost a hot orange, ain't it?
Yeah, that's going to pop.
Oh man, my last little cup. I gotta pick up some cups. Or maybe I'll pick up a pack of them little Dixie cups. It'd be good for getting out the paint.
Oh, this is cool.
Maybe. Alright, let's get this stuff mixed up. Yeah, that's orange.
I thought this was pretty orange, but look at it next to that.
Yeah, nah. That ain't orange.
Man, that's cool.
This is orange.
Woo!
This is real orange.
We're going to see her coming down the road.
This is what she wanted, a nice, bright, pretty orange.
actually like it.
Yeah, I like it. It's actually better than what I thought it was.
Well, an orange is just not your everydayer.
No, no. This ain't your everyday boring color. This is actually got some kick to it.
And you actually could put that orange on just anything.
No. It'll look good on this Mustang, I think.
Yes, it
At least
will.
it better.
I do believe.
That's what she's getting anyway.
Better than boring old white.
Oh yeah, better than boring white. Alright, mix some 1-to-1 here. Don't spill it all over the place. Oh yeah, precise measuring going on there now. Actually it is. I'm right on the mark. On the 5 right there. Just gonna leave. The reason I'm just leaving these open for the moment, what I'll do, I'll get this one mixed up, dump it in here. I'll go ahead and mix me another one. So when this one runs out, I can just run back in here and grab this one. 1-to-1 mix. I think this is going to be a thin paint. I better move fast when I'm painting. Yeah, she's going to be a little on the thin side, and that's fine. That means it'll flow and lay good. And I got no issues with that. Alright, we'll go ahead. Like I say, it mixes up another one. That way we'll be ready once we come back in here. Yeah, I'm sure there's easier ways to do this, but I use what's available to me at the time. 3 of them. 4 of them. It takes about 5 of them to get to the number 5 mark. Good to know, good to know. Now we'll pop a top on her. So much of this we can spill again. Oh, not too terrible. Lid on that. Alright, when we walk back in here, we just snag and go. Get them mixed up really, really well. Looking good, looking good. Yeah, man. I like it. I'll put our top on our liner thing. Now that I've used this paint system for a while, I won't go back to the other. I really do like this. It has worked fantastic for me and I've had no issues with it. In cost, it's $1. And like, I'll paint all this orange today on what I got out there with 1. So I mean, you can't get no more economical than that neither. And that's something else I always look at. So yeah, good bang for the buck. Well, guys, I'm going to get my breather on, get my goggles on, protect these new glasses. We're going to go out here and shoot some orange. Alright guys, I got 3 coats of base laid on there. And I gotta tell you what, it doesn't look bad at all. I do see some spots that I'm unhappy with. But I mean, this is a personal car, and I really need to get it done. The old lady would really like to drive it. But I'm going to bring her out here and look at it. And if she's okay with some of these imperfections, then I may not stress it. I mean, all this stuff turned out fantastic. This paint, first time I tried it, it shoots well, but the coverage is not so great. It took the 3 coats to get this thing covered where I didn't see, you know, any differences or any changes. Now, once this stuff is sitting here and curing, I've been done for about 30 minutes, it's turning into more of a, I don't know, on camera it's going to look different because I'm sitting there looking at the camera screen and it looks orange. But to me here in person, this thing looks more like a Mach 1 orange in a way. But I mean, she's orange, there ain't no doubt about that. And everything looks good. Had some, I don't know if y'all can see them or not, some scratch marks on the top part of this door right through here. Yeah. Yeah, not happy with that. And the roof didn't turn out as great as I thought it would. I mean, when we primed it and stuff. But there again, we was using the light gray primer. From now on, I'm going to use black primer. And that way it'll tell off and every little ding, dent, and bleed through. But there again, I mean, this is my personal vehicle. If this was a customer's car, sort of like the 68 Galaxy, roof didn't turn out so great on it. I stripped it down and redone it because that is a paying customer. But this here is going to be a good, you know, everyday driver for her. Yeah, I get all trimmed out and the door jambs and everything. So I think she'll be happy with this. But I'm going to holler at her and see if she'll walk out here and check it out. I think it turned out pretty good. And for an everyday driver, she's going to be sharp. Alrighty. Got the booth cleaned out. A lot of overspray from this orange paint. So much that I took the car outside yesterday and washed it. Yeah. I mean, you still see some of the spots where I missed. Very little, very few. But yeah, it was overspray city, no doubt about that. But we got her washed, all the overspray's gone, everything's cleaned back up. She's been wiped down a couple of times. And we got some new paper. So she's all taped up and she's ready for clear. Only thing I got to do, I'm going to take the tack rag and just lightly run over it. And hopefully stuff like that will go away. But luckily when I'm clearing, I can take the gun and just shoot a little bit of air to it and run stuff like that away. Yeah, the little sweat beads are bad this time of year apparently. But yeah, I'll get this thing wiped down and we'll get some clear mixed up. We'll get all these parts knocked out. Alright, car's been wiped down with the tack rag and all the parts. So we're pretty much just about ready to rock and roll. Got my gun, got my cups, got everything ready. This here I'm using is the Super Wet Show Clear. Yeah, this should be really shiny. And it mixes 4 to 1. That's right here on your cup. I don't know if I've ever showed a cup on here before. But as y'all can see, this is a 4 to 1. Which means you mix it up to this number 5 right here with the clear. Then you go from here to here with the activator. And for me, I'll put a little thinner in it to thin it out a little bit to get it to lay flatter. Now that's painter's choice. But I just wanted to show you how a measuring cup was used. Just in case there's a few out there that just didn't know. Excuse me. And this is clear, you don't have to shake it or nothing like that. It is what it is. Alright, so let's go ahead and pour clear in there and get it up to the number 5 mark. right to the line. How thick is that stuff? That clear is pretty thin. That's not thick. Tell you what I'm going to do. Like I say, usually I'll stick some thinner in there to thin it out so it sprays a lot better. This stuff right here, like I say, is pretty thin. Let's see what it's going to look like once we put the hardener in it. It's a medium hardener. Get this mixed up really good. Smells fantastic. Not. I don't know. I'm going to say that this right here does not need any thinner in it, guys. That stuff seems pretty thin as it is. We'll pop our top on this one. And then I'll go ahead, like normal fashion, give me another one mixed for my next round. I know with the paint it took, 4 of the mixes for me to get all the way around the car one time. So I'm assuming it's going to take just about that on the clear. Like I say, it just seems a little bit thinner than the paint. I'll put my lids on good this time around. That is a clear. Hopefully she turns out crystal clear and has the super wet show look. That's why I bought it. Alright, well cool. Well, I think we got everything ready to go. Let me crank up my exhaust fans and get my air cranked up and be 100% sure. And this is the thing too, guys. Tonight, I drain the air compressor pretty much every night. But make sure you get that air compressor drained. You get it cranked up the next day. Let it sit for a little bit like I've done today. Then go through. I've got a big water trap that comes out of the air compressor. Then from that water trap coming over to the wall, before it comes into the paint booth, I've got another water trap. So check both of them to make sure they're good. And ever since I've done that, I've not had a problem with water getting in my line in the booth. But I'm going to go recheck all that stuff, load the gallon up, get my goggles on, get my mask on. We're going to head out here and do the shiny thing. And there we have it. I got 5 coats of clear. And I was going to do 6, but it's the end of the day. And honestly, I think 5 will do it. I mean, it turned out really good. I'm happy except for the bugs. How the bugs get in my booth? I mean, I built it, I thought pretty good. But I reckon it happens. Yeah. Couple of critters there on the... You just had to get right in there. Now this happened on my last coat after I walked out because that wasn't there. Great. Well, this is why I do 5 coats. I like to do 6, but 5 is fine. Because I can go through here, water sand it, get all the bugs out. If we got a little bit of trash, which we do up there, you can see it. I mean, it's going to happen. As far as the shine and that clear goes, that's a pretty car. I like that orange. I'm not a big orange fan, I'm telling you. But I think it's going to look really nice in this car, especially if it's all back together and the little black accent pieces that snap on it. Going to be cool. Yeah, I got a few underhood pieces, thought I'd do that to make it look a little nice. Yeah. I don't know about y'all, but I am digging it. Did not spoil the spoiler neither. Yeah, it looks good. Little door handles. I mean, yeah, man, once this thing is water sanded and buffed, I think she's going to shine 2 miles away. Yeah, cool. Alright, well, I'm about ready to call it a day on this for now. I'm going to wait a few more minutes and go ahead and untape it and put my wheel covers up and stuff and let it sit here overnight and cure. Alright, here's a view of it over here in the first bay. For me, I know there's a ton of light in the paint booth, but over here I just seem to see a little bit better, a little bit clearer when it comes to checking things out. Could just be my vision, but yeah, now you can really get a good look at this thing. I mean, yeah, that paint really looks good, y'all. Dang bugs in the roof. Yeah, that just kills me. Don't know how that happened, but yeah. She's got that shine to her. There's more paper I need to get off there. But I think once this thing get a little bit of water sanding and some buffing, the body will be super slick. And since I pulled that out yesterday, what I done, I went ahead and grabbed other parts. Oh yeah, y'all seen that? Yeah, I done a little bit of underhood accent pieces. I thought it would look cool. But I've got everything else. I know it's a long walk, ain't it? All the way in here. Turn this corner. Go this way, go that way. Into the dark room. That bam will be light. Yeah, man. Alright, so I got all of these washed up real good yesterday. And what I'm going to do, like I say, that paint is, it's nice. I'm not complaining about the paint. But the coverage is not so great as far as filling in some spots. And the thing about it, guys, really, you shouldn't have to be filling in spots. When you're ready for paint, everything should be the same color primer. So I'm going to come in here today, wipe these down. And you see like that white spot there. There. Got a little ridge point right here. You tell the difference between this gray primer and this darker gray primer is from a spray can. So I'm going to come in here and hit them spots with this regular light gray primer. Same with the hood. See, when I sanded all of that. And the whole front with spray can, because there was like, I don't know, 1.7 million little chips in the front of this hood. And I had a chunk out here. Remember, I fixed that chunk too. So yeah, I want to get all this stuff the same light gray color. And I should be able to get that done today. Let it should cure enough. And I'll take some really, probably just take some 1,000 and some water. And I'll try some 400. I just don't want to have any sanding scratches. I ordered some 600 and it's not here yet. But I can take 1,000 and water sand it and get that all smooth back out. And it will still accept paint. Same way with the trunk on the edges here. Had some little problems. Yeah. Got a little broken spot right there. Huh. Yep, gonna have to repair that. Well, that bites. But yeah, we'll get all this stuff re-primed and re-sanded and re-washed. And then we'll throw the orange at her. Alright guys, like I said, I come in here this morning. and put a couple more coats of the high build primer on this. Man, I don't know where the bugs are coming from. Look at that ant. Or is it an uncle? Yeah, there ain't no telling. But at least it's not stuck in there. But, yeah, that looks a lot better. And like I say, I'm just going to lightly water sand that off. So while I was letting that all cure and everything, I decided to attack the trunk. And I had just enough black to get that bottom piece of that trunk like I wanted. Yeah, that worked out fantastic. I was tickled to death. But now that's not urethane enamel, that's acrylic enamel. But it's okay. I can spray my urethane base clear on it, and we should not have no problems. And well, that's all the black I had, so that's what we had to use. So I got it out there. Went ahead and shot some inside the trunk, just for the fun of it. And once I throw the orange over here, it's going to be just a really wild look when you open up the trunk. Of course, the orange is going to be nice and bright against all this white stuff in here. And then against the black, it's going to be a lot darker. So just a little fun thing I done inside the trunk there. I think it'll look cool. No lady get a kick out of it. But yeah, that's coming along good. While that's settling, I'll probably come out here and start wet sanding on these parts here and try to get them all ready for tomorrow. If I'm lucky, I can shoot some paint tomorrow. We'll just, we'll see how it goes. Alright guys, I think I'm ready to paint. Everything's been primed, sanded, prepped. Wiped it down twice with the Windex. Let that dissipate and dry really good. Do have some heat on here. You just heard it kick on right then. Yeah, a little cool outside this morning. But I think she's ready to do the orange thing. We are at right at 70 degrees in here, and that's fine. See, spiders. Yeah, you'll be orange if you don't leave. But yeah, I'm ready to mix up some paint and get to shooting. I know we already done the spoiler. I don't know if y'all can see it on camera, but it's super light right through there. So I might have to paint the spoiler again. She's gonna get double paint, double clear. Trunk's ready. Got my little black strip all taped up. I'm still debating whether to leave that sort of semi-gloss or shoot the clear to it. For protection wise, I think I might shoot the clear to it, but we'll see. I'll make my mind once I get all the orange done. The goal today is to try to get paint and clear on all these parts. So, let's quit goofing off. Go in here, get my paint all mixed up, get my gun ready, and we'll get to shooting. Well, everything's orange. Yeah, it turned out pretty good too. Well, I don't see no bad spots, no runs or anything stupid that I did. The 3 coats on there, and buddy, that was about it. I got barely a little bit of paint left just in case we need to do a touch-up on this thing. But yeah, I even got the back of the spoiler and fogged in over it. I'll clear the crap out of that. Trunk done. Yeah, everything is orange except for that black piece. And I decided I'm just going to clear over that. I need to get a tack rag and run over that. See that? Dust got up underneath there. Yep, I got under here pretty good. Same way with the hood, I just laid on the ground and got under it. But yeah, let me hit this with a tack rag, and then we'll get some clear mixed up and get to putting on the shine. all that done, it sit here overnight and cured. Yeah, I left the heater on, so it kept it constantly. Probably should have kept it around 70 degrees in here. We'll check the thermometer. Yeah, I like it better with the gloss black. I can see one thing right off the bat. I mean, she's going to water, sand, and polish out really nice. I did get really heavy on that clear. That clear's thin. It really is. So I expect to have several runs here and there. I figured I'd have a ton on that trunk. None really on the trunk. What about this fender? I could have swore I've seen some runs in the top of that fender. Maybe it was this other one. Yeah, clear runs right in there. That's what happens when you get a little heavy-handed. Like I say, I did put 5 coats on. Boy, that hood turned out pretty. A few little pieces of trash in there. Bugs. Little critters, man. Yeah, bumpers. Look good. Yeah, about 65 in here. And that's good enough for this paint to sit up and cure. Like I say, that clear is thin. There's going to have to be a lot of water sanding going on. I don't know if y'all can see it or not, but it's sort of really bumpy right in that spot there. But all in all, it turned out good. I mean, you got to think, guys, I don't have $1 million paint guns that atomize perfect and all of that. So this is where I'm at. As long as you lay enough clear on there, you can water sand and buff that out to a glass finish. So it's no issue. Just a little bit more work with the water sanding and the buffing. But that's just part of the job, ain't it? But yeah, I'm pretty happy with all of that. I'm just going to let it sit off here in the booth for the rest of the day. I won't touch it. Maybe if I get a chance, I'll do a little bit on the water sanding buffing on the car. We'll just see how the day goes. Alright, well, I got all of the wet sanding done. I do believe. There's a couple little spots where we run over it. I think she's ready to buff out. And I conferred with Quentin, and he says the rest of this should buff out just fine. So I got my buffer, I got my pad, I got my Meguiar's, the number 100, extra heavy cut. We'll start out with it. And cross your fingers and wish me luck. Well, here is a first buffing. This is using the Meguiar's, what I call 100 buffing compound. And it's not looking bad at all, guys. This thing's buffing out. Got a couple little burn through spots that we're going to have to touch up on. But I mean, that's a normal thing. It happens. But yeah, she's really shining up, super nice. Got no problems or issues with that so far. But yeah, we'll just keep on keeping on. There's more buff work to do. But at this point, slightly a little more buffing with the aggressive stuff. Then we're going to give her a good wash, do all the little touch-up marks, and then we'll do the final finish buff with the polish on this thing. And it should be shiny. Well, as you can tell, Quentin is wipe on, wipe off. No, he's not Daniel's son.
Here's my middle name.
But he's using the 100. They're running over the whole car. What I had to do was go back on some burn through spots and do some paint and some clear with the touch-up gun. So he's rebuffing the whole car. And man, this thing, it's turning out good. It's turning out really good. Pretty. So what he'll do, I've got the front bumper and the back bumper already on and secured. So he'll get the rest of this thing buffed out with the 100. And then we'll go to the number 9. And you got that white pad, right?
Yeah, super fine.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll use this ultra-fine foam polishing pad here with our blood potion number 9. Yeah, that's what that is. Yeah, but I think the little car's going to turn out looking pretty good. Got a few more places, Quentin. You tell me if I need to water sand right in here. I forgot that spot.
Okay.
And what I did, guys, on these spots, you can plainly see it. I just took me a block
This angle shows it perfect.
and some water, soapy water, a piece of 1,000, then a piece of 2,000 to get a little bit of that overspray from where I done it. I mean, you see right here, yeah, there were several little spots that I had to do touch up on. But that is part of life, ain't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, so far, so good. Check out these door handles. All they need is installation. Man, that turned out slick as a butt.
Yeah, they're pretty.
Yeah, but I think the whole car is going to just turn out great. Well, everyone, this thing's coming along just beautifully. We got a little bit more buffing to do with the 100. I had to go through and do some more wet sanding on the roof. Like I say, it's a daily driver, it's not a show car. But Quinn will go through and fix all them little bad spots with the 100, and then come back with that number 9 and do a fine buff and polish on her. And she should turn out pretty slick. Then we're going to pull it outside, give it a really good wash and scrub. And after that, there's a couple little spots. I've got to get the airbrush out. Let's say that black spot there. A little spot right there. Yeah, and I think I got a little spot here. Yeah, but I can airbrush them and they'll be fine. But as far as this video goes on the paint, I think we achieved that. So I believe we'll just go ahead and wrap this one up. It has been a little bit of a long video, but there's a lot that's been accomplished and a lot done. And by golly, it is orange. There's no doubt about that. Things are going to be pretty slick when we get them finished. So y'all watch for the next installation of this video. We'll be doing the final clean, all the black interior, which is hard for me to tell if it's black or dark charcoal. But anyway, it'll be that interior that we're going to put in it. I'll show you the cars that we're stealing, all these cars from as well. But I think those cars come along really good, and I think she's going to love it. Well, everyone, I do appreciate you watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. I think the orange cars will be really cool. If you would, throw us down some comments. If you're able, hit us up on Patreon and or super thanks. And please like, share, and subscribe. Tell everybody, tell your friends, tell your neighbor, tell your dog, tell your cat next door about the shop. Try to get us some more work in here so we can keep on keeping on. Again, appreciate it much. Till the next one, we hope that everyone has a fantastic day.